I was a little uh, confused on whether or not, or not confused, but it was a little, it was up in the air on whether or not I should make this video. I know as a smaller creator, I don't have much of a platform to say whatever and have a whole bunch of people hear it and it have a true meaning, but I feel like as a content creator, I should still use the very small platform that I have to the very few people who watch my content. I should still use that platform to reach out and get my opinion across. And because of that, I want to talk about everything going on with the whole George Floyd situation. Uh, I'm not going to edit this video at all. I just want to let you guys know if you hear sounds in the background, my neighbors right out there, if you hear sounds, um, if you see me not looking at the camera, I'm watching my levels. Oh, sorry. Watching my levels, watching my camera, making sure I'm still in frame or whatever. But I just want to make this video and use my little platform to get the point out that if you don't know what's going on, then you should. And I want to talk about the things that are not doing, that are happening that should not be. If you don't already know, an innocent black man was murdered by a cop whom I forgot the name of, by a white cop, and because of that, it has caused outrage across the entire United States and I guess the world because people are still talking about it in like the UK and stuff, but all across America there are hundreds and thousands of people gathering in the streets protesting about the justice that needs to be served. But along with that are coming issues like rioting and looting and people who are racist speaking out saying that they're right. And I have a major issue with that. And I'm sure so many other people do. It's 2020. We live in America in 2020. There is no longer room for racism. There is no longer room to go to a store and stand in line at the checkout being behind in the middle of two people that are not the same color as you and being worried. There's no more room for walking down the street and having to cross the road or move out of the way for someone just because they are of different color. There is no more room for these issues. It is America in the year 2020. If you are privileged enough to live here, then you have got to start showing it. Now, I don't I don't really like the whole government issue going on. I'm not a big fan of Trump. I'm not a big fan of the political actions that have been taken recently. But I've seen a lot of people like on Facebook and stuff saying that if you live in America and if you don't like it, then leave. Obviously, not everyone can just get up and leave, or I'm sure a lot of people would. And to those people, you gotta stop acting like people can just get up and leave. Stop acting like you can get up and leave because I guarantee most of you can't. But I forgot what I was even going on about on that part. I've seen so much of it, but basically, no, I'm not a big fan of it. But I'm privileged to live in America, and I'm proud to live in America, and I'm proud to be in the position that I am. And because of that, I just want to use my privilege to get my point across. The rioting and the looting, it has to stop. I mean, we went from one person dying to literally hundreds of hundreds if not thousands of people dying because of rioting and looting. Like, it's insane why people think are using this and why people think that it's okay to use the death of an innocent man to riot and to loot stores. I mean, like, that's insane. Why would you do that? You know? Like, in the description, I'm going to link as many I'm going to link as many uh like outreach programs and like places you can donate to if you have a little bit of money, to places that will help out with companies that have lost everything, to people who have lost a lot, if not everything as well, because of looting and rioting. Those will be in the description. If you have any money to spare, please do. Um, but because of all of this, there's an argument showing up online that all lives matter. If you can sit and say all lives matter at a time like this, then you need to get off all social media. You need to stay away from the internet, and you need to go have mental health checkups, because it's clear all lives matter, but not all lives matter until Black Lives Matter, and that's an issue. For the people who sit there and say all lives matter, I don't know what just happened. Uh, to the people that are sitting here saying all lives matter, yeah, they do. But why are you making that argument now? No one talks about all of the countless times that people have been murdered or wrongfully accused of situations because of the color of their skin, just because they're white. Like, yeah, all lives matter, but you don't have to make that clear, or you don't have to say it in a time like this. Like, the man was an innocent it was an innocent black man, and over the past couple of years so many innocent black people have been murdered for absolutely no reason by white cops, causing the main protest of Black Lives Matter. That's why they're doing it, because so many black people in America in the year 2020, get that across your mind. The year 2020, there's no longer slavery. There's no longer segregation. There are no longer Martin Luther King Jr. protests every single week because people are being mistreated. And that's because it's the year 2020 in America. We are all privileged to live here and are all privileged to have lives as good as we do. So why is everyone trying to take that privilege away? Like, are you serious? Black lives matter. They do. All lives matter. They do. But that's not the point. Not all lives are being oppressed 24/7. Black lives are. And that's the issue. That's where the argument stands, and that's where the argument will end, because it's not all lives are being oppressed, and not all lives are being innocently murdered. Yeah, all lives technically are being innocently murdered, but it's not happening as often, and it's not being pushed to the side as often as Black lives are. Like, come on. We can't just keep sitting here acting like when an innocent black man is murdered and people protest about it that it's stupid. We have to stand up and protest with them. We have to stand up and fight with them. Because if you sit there and you say it's wrong for them to be fighting for that, and you say it's wrong for them to stand up for what they believe in and stand up for their lives, I don't even know what to say. I have no sympathy for people like that. All lives matter, sure. But right now, that's not the point. People who are parading Black Lives Matter and pushing that argument to the masses are not sitting here thinking Black Lives Matter, but screw the white people or screw Asians. That's not what they're thinking. They're thinking we are in danger and we need change. That's what's being said. That's what they want. I don't know how some of you can't see that, but it's the year 2020 in the United States, and you're going to have to. Because there is no longer room for people like that. There is no longer room for it. I hope everyone is okay in this time. I know it's especially hard for people of color in a time like this. So, I hope everyone is okay. I hope if you are one of those people that are constantly being oppressed and being looked at as a criminal and being looked at as the bad person, that you are okay. Okay. I need everyone to understand that. As I said, as a small content creator, I know this video won't make it far. But to the very few of you that do see it, I just hope you know. I hope you're okay. And you do whatever it takes to be okay. There's no shame. It was hard enough being split away from everyone you know and love for nearly 3 months because of coronavirus. So, in a time as bad as this, right after a time like that, please, everyone, be okay. That's all most of us are asking for, is to know that you are okay, whoever you are. If you are watching this and you are stuck and you feel hopeless because of everything going on, and you feel like because of the color of your skin or because of who you are by any means that you are being oppressed and that you think that your life does not matter, feel free to reach out to me or literally anyone else. Because in a time like this, that's all you could ever ask for. That's all someone needs. Someone to reach out to. To other content creators who might end up seeing this video, if you ever do, keep using your platform to push the fact that there's gotta be a change. To all of the people who are sitting at home, just like I was, thinking that you shouldn't say anything because you think no one's gonna listen or no one's gonna care, speak up. I haven't said anything on social media yet because I'm afraid that no one's going to hear it and no one cares. I'm literally a week late. This video will go up on Monday. Monday the 8th. And it's currently the 7th. Justice has been served. The cops have been charged with murder and aiding and abetting murder. Justice has been served. The rioting and the looting has got to stop. Sorry, again, hit the mic again. And the argument that all lives matter has got to end. Because they do. But not until black lives do. And that's an issue. It's the biggest issue. People who say that, people who say that black lives don't matter, or are acting like black lives matter movement isn't important, you're wrong. And I'm sorry, the truth hurts, but you're wrong. You are so wrong.